chill out, sit back, relax, and don't worry, because you are now tuned into Tremendous Opinions Podcast with your host, the Yung Trill Murray, aka your self-proclaimed host, Miles. I really wish I could take credit for the Trill Murray line, but I can't. That is one of my buddies, Travis, and that's his old Instagram handle. So, shout out to Travis. That's one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life. If you're still out on that, though, Trill Murray is obviously a play on the name Bill Murray. And if you're still out on that, Bill Murray is the guy who saved Michael Jordan's career. If you're still out on that, check the original Space Jam. What happens when all the Looney Tunes got hurt? Tweety Bird looked like a mummy, and Bugs stepped on a splinter. Whatever happened to them? They were all messed up. Who came in to save the day? Da 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 da. Bill Murray. When ghosts were terrorizing New York City, who was it that grouped up his buddies and super teched up some high quality vacuum cleaners and walked into the Marriott and sucked up all the ghosts and saved the day? Bill Murray. Who was playing golf with Larry Bird on Space Jam, huh? Who gets to play golf with Larry Bird? Tell me. You already know. That's where I got the name. I say I got it. I can't take credit for it. But it is dope. So the name of the episode is Yung Trill Murray. Welcome to episode 27. I was 28 years old. Now I'm 29. And I feel the same. Although, I do feel a whole lot different than, I guess, the point I was last year. I guess you just change a little bit each day. So, I don't feel different than I did yesterday, but I definitely feel different than I did last year at this point. Which is good, I think. Who wants to be the same person forever? Like you're in Davy Jones' locker or something, not me. Not once, not never. Look at a kid in the background going crazy. Birthday today, birthday boy. Got some cool gifts. I got some vinyl records, so that's going to help me out on the next episode of what's it called? Vinyl Soul Searching. Here, I'll go ahead and plug it. I was wearing this shirt a couple episodes ago, but the limited edition Manic merch is still up. And give you guys, watchers of the podcast, a little inside info. He was talking about possibly getting some sweatpants. Coleman, I know you need some new sweatpants, Coleman. Don't fool me, Coleman. And Tanner too, bud. The both of yous. Ooh, breaking the set here. Now we're good. Coleman, get online and get some of them clothes, Coleman. I ain't playing with you no more. Let me find out you don't have no Brady Manic merch. I'll crawl through that TV. You don't have some problems, especially if I could fit that sword in there. I don't know why I keep on looking at my note thing. I don't have any notes. I'm just winging it. Free bird. I went to Georgia over the weekend, a couple days ago, and it was for a Halloween party. I dressed up like Brady Manic, and it was dope, dude. I put a fake beard on, and it was itching me. I got like a little rash, but, you know, rashes go away, I think. I'm going to talk about. I played baseball. So I went up to Georgia, and there's like a big group of guys, like the Sandlot kids grew up, you know? There's like 20 dudes that played baseball and a bunch of sports together. They grew up, and they're my friends. I go hang out with them, but I didn't grow up with them, you know? I'm just new to the group. So I show up, And it's not my first rodeo. I knew what to expect. They're all just out there just foaming at the mouth, ready to play some wiffle ball. So they duct tape a wiffle ball, so it's like a rocket coming off of that bat, dude. And even the girls out there that are playing, like they're jamming out there, dude. They're mashing the ball. And I suck at baseball, okay? I could do anything. I could play ping pong. I could swim good. I could do a cartwheel. I could do anything. But baseball, you want me to play shortstop? You want me to play shortstop? Really? Dude, I had like unforced errors. People were getting mad at me. Like I'm supposed to, be Yasiel Puig out here. I don't know. I'm not. I watched Chipper Jones growing up, but look at me. It was so funny, dude. There was a big old boy named Bruce. He's my buddy. Bruce gets up there, and he's on the other team. He's at bat, and I'm on third base playing defense. I'm like shortstop, third. He's a big old boy, and he just eyeballs the thing and just rams it, dude, and it comes steaming down the third base line right to me, and the sun's in my eyes. I can't see nothing. I'm sweaty. My back hurts, and I suck at baseball to begin with. Even if I was in peak condition, that's not an excuse. The ball just comes whistling, and it may as well just be a concrete ball. Like it's gonna take my head off. And I don't have a glove. It's not like regular baseball. I'm just out there. So instead of being athletic and moving to the side or like Neo, I go and like I put one hand up here and one hand right here, and someone else, I didn't see it. I was trying to focus on the ball, but someone said that my knees touched, which I'm not going to deny that or say it was true, but I'm definitely not going to deny it. One hand here, and I went, like something like that, and dude, I kind of crunched, like Hunchback in Notre Dame, and my knees were touching, and the ball just gave me a haircut, pretty much, and I saved my own life being a nerd, in a way. If I would have tried to take the shot and catch that ball, there's no telling. I'd probably be in the ER still or urgent care. Speaking of, I thought I was having a heart attack a couple of weeks ago. Okay? This is freaking weird, and I don't like talking about physical ailments, but here we go. I was in my work truck the other day, just driving down the road. I was listening to stand-up comedy. Perfect day. I was fine. Drinking a little coffee. And I feel a little something weird. I'm like, ooh. And I keep on thinking about it. I'm okay, yep, that's a little weird. And then it starts hitting me. I start going down. I had to pull off the highway. I start sweating. Whew. I thought I was having a heart attack. I called my mama and told her I'm about to die on the side of the highway. Turns out, long story short, it was a panic attack. Came out of nowhere, okay? I don't know why or how, but that's what they said it was, okay? And I'm not going to go to the doctor or anything unless I am dying. And I thought I was dying, so I went to urgent care, okay? I went to go get a thing, stick the little stickers on you, make sure I didn't have a heart attack, and I'm not going to die in my sleep. And so a couple of days goes by, and it's late night, a couple of weeks ago, all right? So we got a late night. We're hanging out with Brady. We see him play and all that. We go out to eat after, and it just hits me. I don't know why. Conversation lulls at the table. I said, oh, by the way, I had a heart attack and went to the hospital this week. and my sister sitting right next to me, she put her fork down. You hear her go, kick. She looked at me. She said, no, You had a panic attack and went to urgent care. Dude, I got so mad. I got so mad. And I've been just, railing her about it ever since. Downplaying my freaking heart attack. Yes, I had a heart attack. Shh. I was the one that had it. All right. I did have a heart attack. I don't care what nobody says. The doctor was a Cleveland Browns fan, if that says anything. How smart could he be? He had a little Cleveland Browns pin. I said, "You a Browns fan?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Oh, okay, that's all I need to know. I think I'm going to need a second opinion." Anywho. Last episode was 12 minutes long, and Brady brought it up. I know, I go down so slow. I go down in flames on these solo episodes. I don't know what it is. I get self-conscious, I don't know what to talk about. I don't know what's good, what's not good. Should I talk about my heart attack? I don't know. We'll see. You know what I should talk about? Coleman? If you'll get that hot in there at fanjoy.co/Brady Manning and get you some of that merch, bud. I might actually have another heart attack. And that's on you, Coleman. That is on you, my friend. Coleman, you're out of your mind. He actually did say happy birthday, so thank you for actually thinking of me, Coleman. And my mom put something on Instagram, and this is out of line. Coleman's grandma commented on my mom's deal. It said happy birthday. I commented back to Coleman's grandma and said, if you need help keeping him in line, give me a call. I'm sure she's thinking you're just a binge alcoholic. Talking to Coleman's grandma, I'm going to tell your grandma to make you get some merch. That's what you need for Christmas. How about that, Coleman? You got ties with your grandma now. But yeah, Yung Trill Murray episode. Yung Trill Murray. And really, this is kind of an ode to Travis, the guy I mentioned earlier. He's one of my best friends that passed a few years back. And some of the things that he said in his time around me was the coolest things I'll ever hear in my life. I don't know if he grew up around a pimp or something, but he just had out of left field, more game than an arcade. Yung Trill Murray is just speechless. So, thank you for that, Travis. Ode to you, buddy. Okay, yeah, I can continue the Georgia story. So I was dressed up like Brady Manick playing baseball, looking like a Poindexter. And, dude, I'm so unathletic. I tried to turn the jets on around second, and I just felt it give out, dude. Like a 84 Monte Carlo out of gas going uphill. I just slow on down and halted up into third, and I was praying that we got out and they're just like struck out or something so I didn't have to run home and look like a complete fool. I'm out of my mind. I don't know what I'm doing playing baseball. I should bring the mic and be Harry Carey. Cubs win! Cubs win! Tell me, doctor, if the moon was made of blue... Oh, I totally messed that up. What do you say? If the moon were made of spare ribs, would you eat it? I tell you I would. I'd wash it down with a tall, cool Budweiser. That's probably the worst Harry and Carey impression ever, but Will Ferrell did that back in the day. Which brings me to this. Told you I didn't write notes, and I had this idea earlier today. I'm going to start doing a segment. Just internally in my mind, I've always been against doing segments on a podcast. It just makes it structured and not natural. But I think the segment is cool because I've watched the deep, dark crevices of YouTube. So, videos to watch. I'm not going to do it this episode because it's like 1 in the morning and I have work tomorrow and I'm lazy. But videos to watch, I'm just going to start putting a link in the bottom of the descriptions of like gnarly videos or cool, like nostalgic, funny videos from back in the day that you may have forgotten about or never seen. So I'm going to start doing that. A little something extra with the pod. And let me think. Oh, dude, I was throwing darts out. All right, so after the baseball game, we went 2-0, by the way, even though I'm just a disaster in the infield. We go 2-0, and we start throwing the football around. Pigskin. It's Sunday, so football's on. We're out there throwing it around. And I start just throwing darts. I probably threw the longest pass I've ever thrown in my life. It had to have been 55 plus. 60 yards. Just creamed it across the field. And I feel it. I don't feel 29. I feel like I'm like 49 out there, dude. Like the Dennis Quaid and the Rookie. I just feel like I'm way past my prime and I should not do anything athletic for at least until after Thanksgiving break. Yep. Time heals all things. I'll be alright. Where are we at? 16 minutes. Alright. Better than last time. So, dude, yeah, the Georgia trip is a 6-hour drive, but it's worth it every time. They go all out with those parties. It was a Halloween party. Like I said, I dressed up like Brady Manick because I told him I would on the podcast, and I killed it, honestly. I had like a Davy Jones beard, and I wore these glasses. I kind of looked like Tommy Chong / Brady Manick, or like Bobby Manick or something like that. Nah, I look like a Bobby Manick. That's it. Self-proclaimed host, Tremendous Opinions Podcast, Miles, a.k.a. Bobby Manick, a.k.a. Yung Trill Murray, in the building. I feel like I should have more episodes than this. 27 is super low. But we're getting there. And with all the sports, I'll have content to talk about. I kind of feel bad, like I'm betraying the listeners when I talk about sports. But it's what I do and it's what I know. And I feel kind of out of place. I'm like an idiot talking about anything and everything else. So it is what it is. Came real close to just scraping my knee off on the table right there. But, man, I hate to do it, but I am going to cut this one kind of short because I got to get up early. And I didn't have anything planned to say even, I just felt jittery and had to do something for a birthday pod. Man, the Braves are in the World Series. That's cool. I grew up, talking to my grandmother about the Braves. She was a big Braves fan. And she took us to a game to see Chipper and Andrew Jones back in the 90s. So I'm for the Braves to win. I got some buddies down in Georgia, Whopper and them. They're going nuts, jumping up and down about the Braves. So mucho gusto to the Braves. And to my fallen buddy Travis, thank you, buddy, for everything you shown me in our time together, man. I think about you every day. Sir Andre with an accent, 3 triple low, I've been jamming. And that's it for me. Thank you guys for listening to another episode, kick back, relaxed episode of Tremendous Opinions Podcast with your host, Yung Trill Murray, a.k.a. Bobby Manick. I'm out. Thank you.